Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at a part of control statements in Java, jump control statements. Jump control statements in Java are used to transfer the control of the program specific statements. That is, jump statements transfer the execution control from one point of the program to another point in the program. While most would say there are two jump statements, namely break and continue, I would like to add return statement as well as a third jump statement. So there are three jump statements: break, continue, and return. Break statement. The break statement is used to break or terminate the current flow of the program and transfer the control to the next statement. The break statement cannot be used as a separate independent statement in Java. It will be always used along with loop statements or switch statements. Whenever there is a break statement inside a loop, the loop is terminated and the control reaches the statement outside the loop. However, if there are nested loops, then only the nearest or the inner loop alone gets terminated. Labeled break statements can be used as a go to statement in Java. Java does not have a separate go to statement. Here, the label is the name that identifies a statement or a block of code. Example: the continue statement skips the specific part of the loop and jumps to the next iteration of the loop immediately. That is, it pushes the next iteration of the loop to takes place, skipping any code between itself and the conditional expression that controls the loop. Return statement. The return keyword mostly help you to transfer the control from one method to the method that called it. The return statement in a method is used to exit from a method with or without value. Once a return statement executes in a method, the rest of the code in the method is not executed. Let's look at some examples to understand in detail. I had created a class demo break in loops. In the main method, specified a for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. This is the same requirement that we had on loop statements, that is printing from 0 to 10 one number on each line. Added a condition: if I equal to 5, break. This means when the value of the counter variable I is 5, the loop terminates and goes outside to the next statement. So the output of the program will be 0 to 4 number on each line. Let's execute and check the flow. As you see, the loop gets terminated after the break statement. The output is printed as expected. Moving on to labeled break statements. In the main method, specified a for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Then labels 1 for a block and 2 for another. Inside the two label block, first printing I value. Two conditions. When I equal to 2, break, meaning the statement below this will not execute when I equal to 2. When I equal to 1, break 1. Statement below this will not execute, plus the condition moves to one block, meaning this will also not be executed. Let's execute and check the execution flow. The output is printed as expected. We had already seen how break statement works with switch case statements and decision making control statements video. In case need a refresh, please check that. For continue statement, inside the main method, same for loop, and if I equal to 5, then continue statement. Meaning, when the value of counter variable is 5, it will skip the statements below and move on to the next iteration. So in the output, 5 will not be printed in the 0 to 10 series. Let's execute and check the flow. The output is as expected. Finally, illustrate return statement created this method perform add or subtract. Based on the parameter operation, perform addition or subtraction and return the value. Else, print operation is not supported. So, in case any of the two blocks execute, the control is returned without executing the remaining statement. It will simply exit the method and return. Let's execute and check the flow. The output is printed as expected. The most used jump statement is obviously the return statement. Of course, on methods with the return type, the return keyword is a must. Even on void return type methods, sometimes return is used to control the flow. Break statement is predominantly used on switch cases and nested loops. Continue is probably used the least. While labeled breaks are a good addition, I wouldn't recommend to use them due to readability concerns. Practice jump statements with real world examples of switch and loop statements. Thank you.